And what are we guessing this is, if there's a guess?
It's a super butterfly.
Absolutely beautiful. May I?
Drop it. You break it, you buy it.
It feels like I'm holding a butterfly, quite literally. This is absolutely the tiniest little thing I've ever seen.
That's a pastel inchy fire, so that's a firefly inchy. And then we've got a little...
This is the same clutch?
These are littermates, yeah.
Wow.
And so this is a nuclear inchy and then a super fire.
Okay, I need to see the nuclear inchy because this is...
That's a nearly typical size hatchling.
I am never going to tire of the beauty of these animals. Of the same age, what would a weight be? How much smaller is this?
About 65 to 70 is what we expect when they hatch.
And the smallest one you've ever had?
We had a pet pied one year that was 10 grams. I made a post of it curled up on a quarter. We raised her up and she's normal in every way now. She's big. Apparently being a twin and being real tiny when you start off has nothing to do with how big you are when you get big.
Right, well, as the rest of them. Now, these two were twins?
These are twins from the same egg.
Right, right.
So, and they weigh about 25 grams. 25 grams.
So tiny.
But they'll be completely normal when we get them fed and get bigger. And I still have that het pied that started off life as 10 grams in there. You're not even going to believe it when you see her.
From 10 grams to...
This year she started off 3,058. She's already weighed this year, so...
Wow.
This girl started off life as a tiny 10-gram baby that you could curl up next to a quarter.
Isn't that beautiful?
10
grams.
I started off her life cutting little frozen thawed pinky heads off and shoving them in her mouth because she couldn't get her mouth around it.
Right.
I'd put them in and hook them on her little teeth. Her head was tiny. I'd hook them on her teeth where she couldn't get them off, and then eventually she'd just swallow it.
And so for how long would you have to do that?
I did it for at least a couple of months until, she got... It took her at least a couple months to get to be near hatchling size, where I could feed her a hopper mouse or something. But it was a big deal. It was a big accomplishment the day that we got her to take food for herself the first time.
Right. And how old is this beauty now?
She's
approximately
probably about 16 years old, maybe.
16. She's just picture of health. Absolutely beautiful. So gorgeous.
And I want to take note of the fact that we had no idea we were walking to this tray, yet it is perfect with perfect water.
Spotless, in fact. They clean up after themselves, apparently.
Yes, apparently.
They knew we were
Or I have a really good staff.
Yeah, incredible staff.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing us her. That's amazing.
Isn't she amazing?
Yeah, from 10 grams.
And that was also the very first het pied I ever produced.
That's cool. That's very cool.
The first one had to be this gimpy little runt.
Well, it makes her special.
It does,
Definitely
for
makes
sure.
her special. Beautiful. I win. Hey, Jeff. Hi. What are we doing with the geckos today?
We are general care and maintenancing them.
Is this a daily event?
I do it twice a week.
Okay.
We're going to get a gecko guy. And
I want to be the gecko girl. Look at how cute this is.
Yeah, they're adorable. And when they get a little older, they chill out some. But right now, this guy's like 2 weeks old, so he's not totally clear that I'm not going to eat him.
I know nothing about geckos, but I'm going to say it's a Chahoua. Am I even remotely close?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And you said this is how old again?
He's like 2 or 3 weeks.
I'm trying to get to be friends with these little guys. Look at this. Now, no fast movements, I'm assuming? A little bit slower? How much smaller was it when it was born? You can grab it as soon as you think it's gonna...
They hatch pretty big. Maybe,
okay.
It's maybe grown, let's say, 1/4 of an inch or so.
Okay.
Half at the most. But they come from pretty big eggs.
Okay. At what age are they full grown?
They can be full grown about a year and a half.
Nice. And in the whole realm of geckos, is this a good type of gecko as a pet?
They are, to be totally honest, like it's one of my favorite species of all geckos. But the only thing that would dissuade some people would be cost, but they've come down a lot in the last few years. So
I've seen them very expensive.
Yeah.
What is a going rate, and is it a similar rate for all Chahuas, or are there like ball pythons where they're morphs?
We grade them. I don't know of any morphs, but there's a lot of color variation.
Okay.
And some more drab individuals would be $650, $750 for us, and with some like really amazing looking specimens, you know, we have actually charged $1650 for some.
I think they're amazing, and when they get onto a piece of bark that they meld right into and you almost can't even see that there's a gecko there, yeah, it's fabulous. They look like shining jewels. Oh, this is nice. Do you see this really design? This is beautiful.
See, like that one, we would ask a little more for because that's a very pretty animal.
That's
when it's fired up, that collar is going to be, you know, almost perfect white.
Right.
Like
and care and maintenance for them, heat, humidity.
They don't like high heat. They're essentially like crested geckos in habit, basically. They're a little more active. They like a little more prey to run after. They're very similar.
Now this one's bigger.
Yeah.
Is that the same age? Or
No, this one's, again, records, but, you know, about 3 months old.
I am fascinated. This might be one of my favorite types of geckos.
What's neat about them is when they jump to try to get away, they will ball up in the air.
Okay.
In a little ball. They hit the ground and they bolt. And if you catch them, they scream at you.
Okay. Okay. And where are they from?
They're from New Caledonia. There's also a population on the island south of New Caledonia, the Isle of Pines. And most of our stock is Isle of Pines stock, where you get a little bit bigger animal, and you get a little more color than some of the mainland Chahoua.
Okay. That's beautiful. I absolutely love that. That would be an amazing pet to have.
But temp requirements, you know, high 70s, low 80s. They don't like to be hot. They don't need light. They live on the top shelf here.
Right.
And then the adults are in the top row here. And there's no external heat. It's just ambient temperature.
And what's the room temperature in here?
80 and some change.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Well, we really appreciate you showing us these babies today. They're amazing. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications.
Click the bell.
Click the bell. Click the bell. And ring the bell. And check us out Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Growing Up Wilbanks on YouTube.
9 a.m., that's early. Why so early?
That's what time we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really confirmed that. It just sounded good.
Sounded good.
See you at 9 a.m. on Saturday.